Welcome to No Man's Sky survival mode, and what can I say, we are back. We haven't lost that much, and a big thank you to all you guys who posted suggestions on how to fix this problem. And to be honest, the final solution was that by a sheer piece of luck, that after I finished the last proper video, the autos backup ran on my PC, and I had to spend a very pleasant half an hour or so trolling through vast numbers of files till I eventually found the save game. And after I restored the file, what I actually found was that I was back to roughly where I was before. There was a few things missing because I'd obviously played on a little bit from the end of that part, and I'm just going to bring you guys up to date where we are. And in the comments, Evlon suggested making this atmospheric harvester, which is now finished, so we might as well grab that and shove some ionized carbon in here. Now this is the atmospheric miner that I need in order to make the enriched carbon, which is where I got the formula last time. So well, we can take that. I also turn it into something of use. I'm not sure how much it, yeah, I've got plenty of condensed carbon. And what can I say, guys, it was a very interesting problem, and to be honest, I got no idea whatsoever what caused it. I mean, it just literally I'd flown somewhere and landed, and then when I went back to the ship, it just wouldn't take off. I don't know if that's a bug in the game or whether something had happened or the file had got corrupted. I've got no idea, guys. All I care about is the fact we are now back in business. I don't know why I'm collecting gamma root, but never mind. I mean, I could always make some copyright. I mean, there's no harm in making some, I can't remember what it is now actually, lubricant I think, so we'll just grab the copyright. I mean, I don't get down on these farms very often. Wow, okay. We'll just, sorry, it's lubricant, there we are. There we just, oops, can I make two? Okay. So what we're going to do in this part, well, to be honest, I just feel like just enjoying the game. I don't want to do anything elaborate. Maybe we'll go and find a new system just to check to make sure that the ship doesn't break when I fly to another system. I do have one long-term project, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be... shut up. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to accomplish this in this series. And this is based on a request from Dr. Psych Opperman. And he asked me about the Steam achievement called Reunion, and to be honest, I thought I'd actually finished it. And when I actually checked my list, I hadn't finished it either. Now, for any of you guys who are not familiar with Steam achievements are like special achievements linked to games that you, when you get accomplished something, then you get the achievement in Steam itself. So it's not actually part of the game, but it's part of the gaming experience, is probably the best way to describe it. And the Reunion achievement is that you have to visit another player's base. And to be honest, I thought I'd completed this because I'd visited several players' bases. And as Dr. Psych pointed out, that this achievement seems to be broken up. We better get out of here, guys. Let's just get here. Where's the last location? Invermere. Yes, I'm going. Okay, let me just flip the filters. Then we're going to need to go through this great big long list of, there we are, Yinvidmer. Yeah. So I do want to test that. So we're going to try and find a player's base. Now, the only way I can think of doing this is trying to get to the galactic hub. I did put my coordinates into the pilgrim path, and I am on the other side of the galaxy from the galactic hub, and I could try going through black holes, but I'm a little bit nervous at the moment due to the problem I just had, because, well, the last thing I want to do is wreck the ship. So what we might do is put that off a bit. If not, what I will do is make that a focus of the next Let's Play once I get going. So we're just going to jump into the ship. And of course, part of the problem is that, like, so when I get into here, got the galactic map. There's nothing on this galactic. Yeah. Thank you. There's nothing on the galactic map that actually allows you to find locations. Yes, stop. So let's just get to the galactic core. I mean, the only thing I can work on at the moment is that if I head slightly towards the galactic core, it's roughly in the right direction because the galactic hub is on the other side of the galactic core. So I mean, I know it's a bit crazy. So let's see what we can get. Destitute. I don't really want to go to a destitute system. Promising, comfortable. I think we've had enough of the Vulkan systems. Let's have a quick look. Oh, this looks okay. Let's just go here. It's an F6P water. As I say, in this part, I just want to enjoy the game. The next thing first of all I should talk about is that the Beyond Hype Train now has moved to, is it E3? Which is coming up pretty soon. So I think there's a lot of speculation now that the next big announcement to do with Beyond will be made or demonstrated at E3. I mean, that's the going there. And the big issue I've got is all the focus is on VR and multiplayer, and I'm not knocking that. But the part of this update I really want to know about is the part 3, because Hello Games are being very quiet about what is going to be in the third part, and that the fact they haven't announced anything makes me wonder whether there's going to be some really big major change, something that's that's going to really change the nature of the game. Because you would have thought by now they would at least put out a few teasers about what might be in it. Just bearing in mind the fact that they released the multiplayer and the VR. But then you could also argue that the original plan, if you cast your mind back to one of the early tweets, Sean Murray said that it was originally meant to be 3 releases, and then they decided to combine it into one. It makes me wonder whether the releases were multiplayer, VR, and then the final game content changes. Well, I'm saying game content changes, I don't know. Anyway, let's just get back to a little bit of routine. Let's see what we got here for this guy. Browse missions. That's really nice to be back. I have to confess, guys, I was really upset when I thought I couldn't carry on with this, and it's quite strange actually that it wasn't so much the thought of losing the actual Let's Play. It was the fact that I wouldn't have a reason to play No Man's Sky, because I don't really want to start again. So to give you an idea, I was very much focused on maybe reactivating my permadeath series, which I finished. I think the last part I actually recorded was back in August last year, so it's only a 10-month-old series, and I was very seriously starting to think about recovering that. But anyway, we're back in this, and that's okay. Do I want to hunt dangerous pirates? Not really. I mean, that could be profitable. I mean, we could try our fighter out against that. I really need to kit out the new fighter, actually, come to think about it. I haven't checked what that's like. I think we might just go for location. None of those really grab me. So I mean, we could go looking for a trading station. Us with directions. There we are. Drop pod. Thank you. I always wanted a drop pod. Why didn't you give me those when I was wanting to actually improve my overall inventory earlier in the game? Sorry, brains of it. Phased out. Technical entity. Ancient monolith. Yes, I want a manufacturing base. Come on, play the game. Well, probably do with some more copper actually. I've got a feeling I'm probably running out of copper now. Ask for directions. Yep. What did that give me? Nothing. I'm pretty sure that gave me absolutely nothing at all. Right, what we're going to do now is just skate over to the tech guys, see if they've got any ship techs. Put in my fighter. Just see what he's got over here. I think I need everything. I can't remember now. Oops, no. Wrong one. I suppose what I should do is actually go onto my freighter and check the emissions on there. I think the pulse engine upgrade could be quite useful. I'm not sure about the cyclotron modular. I actually do quite like the cyclotron now. It's quite neat, but I think we're. As for what weapons we're going to put on the new fighter, I think I'm just going to leave it for a little while to see how things settle down. We've got Nature's Bounty. I think what we're going to do is get into the ship. I'm going to definitely drop a save, and I think what I'm going to be doing from now on, guys, is after every episode now, I'm going to be taking an archive copy of the save game, which I used to do once. I used to do like every, I think it was every 5th part, I would make an archive copy of the. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I would make an archive copy just for kind of protection purposes. But I stopped doing it because I started getting a bit overconfident, and maybe that was my mistake. So maybe I need to get back into that routine. Maybe do it, say, every 2nd or 3rd video. I don't want to do it every single video because it's just a bit of a pain. Also, it kind of feels like a bit like you're cheating, to be honest. Is this the new? Yeah, this is the new ship. So let's see what we got here. So we got the pulse drive. So got that. There's that here. Can certainly install that. Get that up and running. And there's nothing else I can install in here. Right here, phase beam modulator technology. Got a phase beam there, so that can go in. So phase beam modulator. Can't see any other text here. A life support module. Got absolutely no idea where that came from. Some copyright. I can shove some of this copyright into the high capacity. Overflowed. Nope, that's good. I bought these microprocessors and I got no idea why. We got a little bit. Well, that's probably. We need to bring that back to the exosuit. I suppose this is part of the joys of recovering a file that you can't. That is the high capacity. Well, yeah, dihydrogen. Yep. A little bit of ferrite dust that can move over that way. Got a shield module here, extremely powerful for exosuit defense. No idea where that came from. Underwater protection module. Where does that come from? I'm sorry I'm repeating myself, guys. It's just I'm looking at this and thinking I don't remember that. Sodium. Yeah, we got a little bit of sodium. Well, I suppose I could. That in there as well. We got two navigation datas. We've got 5 more that way. Alright. Actually, if we put that way, that should make that a bit more representative. We'll do that. Put the carbon up there. Put that out. unstable. Yep, I think that looks a little bit more organised. See, oh, that can certainly go to high capacity as well. And of course we've got the enriched carbon, which we can then take to and put down on the Colossus. A bit of ship launch fuel. Okay. And my other ship, oh, there it is. I was getting the fighter, getting talons of fire. You've got tritium, you've got some Herox. And we need gold, get that out, and silver. So, year or set up, raring to go. We probably need to sell this stuff here. I suppose probably the... So you hear that beep and then the pause. That's exactly what's happening. So it's almost like the game detects that you want to take off, but it doesn't know what to do with it. And I was going to do something and I've forgotten exactly what I was going to do. I know what I was going to do, and I've actually left the capital vessel. I'm going to go back in here because it just occurred to me as this was about to take off, but I don't know what the status of my frigate missions are. So I think what we'll do is we'll go up and check that as well. I mean, we got these haulers. I'm just gonna jump out here, guys. And I did sort all these haulers out. Now I'm not going to look at that. It's just going to give me a nightmare. Actually, do I have any frigate? No, I've got no frigate fuel. Never mind. We'll just see if there's a mission. At the very least, I can. If there's a completed mission, I can clear it. So then I know I've got a clean slate. It looks like we've got one mission. I don't. Yeah, soon tell me if I've. It's debrief commanders. Let's see what this mission is. So we've got 316,000 hunted and destroyed, another 315,000. Some chloride lattice, another 250,000, another 370,000. 200. Oh, we're making lots of cash. Got some semiconductors. That could be useful. Profit. Sac venom. Well, we can sell the sac venom. Neural ducts. Yep. Invested in callback system. Profits. Actually, this is quite a profitable mission, actually. Activated iridium units. Organic catalyst. That's another good resource. Okay. So we got some good resources there. And then we just have a quick look. Freighter. Yeah, I mean the sac venom we're probably just going to sell because I don't want it clogging up. The exosuit, that can go to the exosuit. Sell the neural ducts because I don't think they actually make. I think they're just trading items, aren't they? Yep. So shove these down here. And then what we can do is. Sorry, I'm just going to shuffle this around a bit, guys, so I can. Oops. No, it should swap. Never mind. And what we'll do is we'll put this stuff down in the Colossus so we can do some advanced manufacturing. We'll sell off this stuff, the Herox and neural ducts. So we're just going to sell that off. I suppose I'd better work on getting some frigate fuel. A salt refactor, but I built that for some reason as well. Maybe it's to do with the ship, the other ship. Okay, let me just, well, we'll sell that off. Yes, I know it's going to lose a lot of money, but I mean, it's all bucksheet minus 26%. Okay, maybe we'll hang on to the neural ducts for the moment. Right. So, definitely got the salt reactor. Just want to check something before we leave. I'll get back into this ship. Install technology. Yeah, the economy scanner. Do I want an economy scanner in the ship? That's for the phase beam. Okay, so what we can do is drop this in. So that would give me a bit more heat dissipation on the phase beam. Just gonna go back into the ship. Every time I press this button to take off, I'm always a little bit nervous now. I don't want this video to be too long. Oh look, we got some hostiles coming in. What we got here? This we've got dead planet. Oh, that's the other thing I need to look at. Missions. Yep, that's okay. Okay, I've prattled around here too long, so we're gonna have to. Yep. And where from? Where are you coming from? Go out and go. Gotcha. Oops. Oops. Some. Right, we've got the. Come on. Stim. Target lock. Oops, getting a bit panicky here. And what I wanted to look at was missions. Let's see. I've got one landscape. Let's just take a quick look at that. We got airless world now. That was a dead planet I was looking at. So let's just scan out to that one. It's a supercritical planet. That's going to be gamma radiation, and this is the one that we were just looking at, isn't it? It says it's a dead planet. That means it could be airless. Let's just have a quick spin at this one. Flourishing planet. That could be useful. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go for the dead planet first. Okay guys, here we are. We are coming in on this dead planet. And it definitely looks dead. There's a big deposit just there. I wonder if that's copper. Yeah, I'm just going to land here. Jump out. Yeah, airless, great. This is, we got to find something to take a picture of now. Well, I suppose we could take a picture of the local sentinel just hanging around with the. There he is. The ship's in the background. Oh, that's pretty cool. I think that will be the thumbnail. Just gonna put that in, get that in a little bit closer. I think it'd be better with him just with the rings to the left and the ships to the right. I'm just going to. Okay. Wow. Actually, that looks quite dramatic. Actually, with that halo round the ship, I actually quite like that. Feel free to dispute my tastes, guys. Yep, thank you. It's just, you need the dihydrogen. some frigate fuel. Scan that. I'll rat it. Wow. Salt deposit. Rusted metal. Deposit, there we are. I mean, it's easy to see from the air, but being on the ground, I've made it a little bit more difficult. So, come in here, pick the multi-tool. Well, we're full up, so we're okay. Oops, gone too far. And we're just going to grab this copper, because I'm pretty sure I'm getting low on copper because I keep talking to callbacks to learn the language. So I'm pretty sure that I've been going through quite a lot of copper. So it'd be quite useful to fill this up. And of course this gets depleted very, very quickly. Actually, magnetized ferrite could be an issue as well. I think I do really need to check my base resources. Not that it's the end of the world if it does actually run out. Then it's not like they're impossible to find. I mean, copper's a bit more of a pain in the neck because we've got to come to a planet like this and find out. I think we'll just keep going with magnetized ferrite for the moment. I'm just going to get all this copper out of here. Wow. This way, if there's one fix in the Beyond update, I just wish there was some way that you could make the train tool more efficient, so that you don't have to keep having to refuel it every kind of couple of minutes. I mean, I'm not expecting it to be kind of absolutely universal, but I mean, that's depleted again already. We'll just fill up just to be on the safe side. I'm a bit worried about the magnetized ferrite. Yeah, oh, we got loads of it, so for the moment I'm being a bit over pessimistic, I suppose, is the correct term. And we'll just pick out this dihydrogen and upset the sentinel. I'm just going to grab this like that. I don't think there's anything else on. I mean, we could pick up a little bit of ferrite, I suppose, just to improve my ferrite standing. Ferrite and oxygen, yeah. I mean, this is probably not the best planet to gather ferrite on, because it's all these very small nodules, but then again, they all mount up. This is what I mean, that I think ferrite is probably one of the commonest elements in the game, but after carbon, although there is a bit of a sting in the tail with carbon, in the sense that, yeah, go away, go away. He's getting a little bit tetchy because he's got the exclamation mark above his top. Save game. And off we go again. And just gonna punt out into space. I think what I'm going to do is we're going to head for the flourishing planet. I want to see whether it's friendly or hostile, because I'm developing a slight hankering to build another base, believe it or not, guys, but one where I can farm Starbulb outside, because at the moment I've got a bit of a problem with Starbulb. I've got a couple of hemispheric planters, but it's not producing anywhere near the amount of Starbulb that I actually need for advanced manufacturing. So I am thinking about having a farm, you know, a Starbulb farm on a planet like this. So if this is not fully infested with sentinels, I mean, it probably will be, but you never know. We'll just drop down and have a look, see. Ah, this is a water world. It's going to be great. But then, well, for a flourishing planet, it doesn't look very much like one, does it? Unless, of course, all the flourishing is underwater. Like there's a deposit there, so like as though the water's come up into there, actually. Okay, let's have a look, see. Yeah, aggressive sentinels. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm ready for you. Thank you. Just scan a rock. Well, all I can say, guys, is if this is, well, okay. Oh. And we'll make sure. Yeah, I've got. We'll just fly out over the water. Maybe we'll fly across the planet a little bit. Just notice that is dropped a little bit as well. And we'll need to. That there's a tree over here. So this is a flourishing tree. Obviously I landed on the wrong part of the planet. Flourishing bits over here. Although to be honest, I'm not particularly interested in farming on a. I mean, I don't mind an extreme planet climate-wise, but I don't really want to have settle on an extreme planet with sentinels, so that I've got to run the risk of getting killed every time I step outside the base. It's quite cool, actually. It's almost like the. There's some star bulb there. That's actually quite intriguing. It's almost like this island is floating above the water. We'll have a look, guys. Oh, it's got a proper coastline. It's just got these areas in the centre, like almost like flooded caves. That's cool. I think as a final act in this video, we're going to head for the space station, cash in that one mission that I finished, and have a think about what I want to do next. Maybe we can have a crack at maybe going through a black hole, although I have to think of structure and see if we can make our way towards the galactic hub. I mean, I'm going to have to go and do a bit of reading on how to find the galactic hub. I mean, it'd be ideal if there's some portal coordinates or something we could go through and find it then, but the problem is that if you go through a portal, you can't travel very far away, so really you've got to get there via black holes and flying. Up here. Hello, handsome. I'm just gonna get here. And in mission. Oh, we completed 2 missions. Must have had a mission to scan 5 minerals. I don't know if that was the mission we picked up here. I mean, that was a mission to scan 5, so another 97 nanites. Oh, that reminds me, somebody posted a comment about farming nanites, and I'm going to be completely honest, guys, farming nanites has never been something I've felt the need to do. I mean, if you guys ever consciously farm nanites, because, I mean, just to show you, I mean, I've got 12,000 nanites there, and that's just by wandering around, exploring, doing these missions. So, except for in the very early part of the game where everything's short, but it's a long time since I've actually even given it a thought that I'm short of nanites and I can't buy something with them. I mean, have any of you guys had an issue in the mid to late game over finding nanites? Anyway, I'm I'm rambling and speculating on something that's probably totally irrelevant. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.